can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please, everyone, please take a seat. Once again, welcome to today's military signing for Jesus. This will be in English and in Spanish. Sorry about this. Okay.
Bienvenidos a todos, gracias por acompañarnos hoy en este día para celebrar la ceremonia de Jesús Villanueva.
And with that, I want to invite our principal, Mrs. Morales.
Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, thank you for being here. Before we begin, we want to say a big congratulations. We are very, very proud of your accomplishment. I know last night you were here for the promotion, but today it's all about you. So let's give Jesus a big round of applause. Estamos diciendo que ayer teníamos aquí como más de 100 estudiantes que estábamos reconociendo, pero ahora lo más estamos reconociendo un estudiante. So, bienvenidos y felicidades. Before we begin, I also want to recognize a couple of special guests that we have in our audience today. This is a first time, one signing, where we have some special guests invited. I have a new friend that I have met. His name is Mr. Drew Dobbs. So, Mr. Drew Dobbs, you want to stand up so we can give him a warm welcome with an applause? And then also we have from the city of Weslaco, one of our city commissioners, Mr. Pete Garcia. Mr. Garcia. I told them a little bit about what we do here at Weslaco High School with our military signings and gave them an invitation, and they showed up today at 3:30. So thank you so much for being here with us today. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So this is our third or fourth military signing for the year. So what does it mean? You know, just like the athletes have their athletic commitment letter, their commitment ceremony. 3 years ago, we started a similar thing for our students who enlist in the U.S. military.
Este es nuestro tercer año celebrando a todos los estudiantes que hacen el sacrificio para meterse a las fuerzas aéreas. Tenemos otros atletas aquí en la escuela que hacen lo mismo para que se comprometen en las escuelas y universidades, pero este es nuestro tercer año haciéndolo.
And I apologize. I'm Colonel Eloy Cuevas, the Senior Army Instructor here at Weslaco High School, and Sergeant First Class Freddie Valdez, who's the Army Instructor here at Weslaco High School. Now we'll proceed. So Jesus just came to us fairly recently, and he's been a godsend.
Jesús nos acompañó apenas en este semestre y nos ha ayudado bastante aquí en la unidad.
By enlisting in the military, in the Army specifically, he's putting himself in harm's way. I mean, that is the reality of it. A year from now, he could be in Poland, on the DMZ, somewhere where there's bad guys or bad people who want to give us harm.
Jesús, haciendo el compromiso de meterse al Army, pone su propia vida en riesgo, su tiempo, su sacrificio para servir al país.
Many athletes and a lot of our students here will go on to college, probably stay in dorms, have a good time. A couple of months from now, in June, Jesus will be probably his face in the dirt doing push-ups. That's okay. That's what he signed up for. And a couple of months later, he'll be in training to be a combat medic.
Muchos atletas de nosotros de aquí de la escuela que van al colegio, Jesús para junio va a estar en entrenamiento haciendo muchas lagartijas y para unos meses después va a estar en entrenamiento y él escogió ser médico en el Army.
So a little bit back about Jesus. I said it earlier, he enlisted, and he'll go to basic training in June. He's going to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, followed by that to Fort Sam Houston or Joint Base Sam Houston to be a combat medic.
Jesús va a ir a Fort Sill, Oklahoma para entrenamiento y siguiendo va a ir a la escuela que está en San Antonio, Fort Sam Houston, para agarrar su entrenamiento de médico.
Now, Jesus is the first in his family to join the armed forces. Why did he join? I asked him that question a couple of hours ago. He wanted to enlist. He wanted to serve his country and hopefully never have the opportunity to save lives, but he'll be trained for that. As a medic, it's 16 weeks, everything from first aid to mental counseling. The combat medic does everything, and in fact, he volunteered to serve with the infantry, combat arms, armor, artillery, infantry. Not in some hospital, but he wants to be out in the field with the soldiers.
El coronel le preguntó que cuál fue la razón de meterse al Army y él dijo para servir a su país. Jesús es el primero en su familia de meterse al servicio militar.
And from what I understand, he got assignment of choice or station of choice. Is that correct, recruiters? He's going to Joint Base Lewis McChord, which at Fort Lewis, Washington, near Seattle, Washington. So he'll be up in the great Northwest. I've been there. You never see the sun. So, but some people love being out there. I did not. But you will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. But it would probably be a lot of training out of Yakima, which is a training area there in Washington State.
Jesús tuvo la oportunidad de escoger su base militar que va a estar en Washington State. Y estaba diciendo el coronel que allí en Washington State muy poco sale el sol, un clima muy frío, húmedo, con mucha lluvia.
And I didn't mention this earlier, but he signed up for a 4-year contract. All right, 4-year contract. A couple of months ago, he went to MEPS, Military Enlistment Processing Station in San Antonio. Probably left here the day before, got up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and with a bunch of other recruits, future Marines, soldiers, sailors, they went to MEPS. A bunch of unknown, probably, these kids didn't know each other, 17, 18-year-olds. And they took the physical, and at the very end, they took an oath. Today, we will replicate that oath for the sake of his family and friends and you guys.
Hace semanas atrás Jesús fue para San Antonio, a Fort Sam Houston, para enlistar. Fue un proceso de médico, para que pase de médico académicamente y al final hacen una ceremonia. Aquí vamos a replicar la misma ceremonia presencia de su papá y de todos sus amigos.
The oath has been around for decades. Everyone who serves, officers down to private, have to recite that oath. What that oath signifies is commitment to our nation, also to follow the orders of the president and the officers and the NCOs above him, and if needed, of course, fight in combat. That's the bottom line. Jesus, post. Jesus, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Jesus Villanueva,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and that I will obey
and that I will obey
the orders of the President
the orders of the President
of the United States
of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and the orders of the officer
appointed over me,
appointed over me,
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
of the Uniform Code of the Military Justice.
So help me God. Everyone, please extend a hand to. So now the other part starts where the family will have, and of course the counselors will have an opportunity to speak on behalf of Jesus. I believe the counselor goes first. Ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here for Jesus today. I have to tell you a little story about Jesus because he's only been with us, this is your second year, right? He came to us 2 years ago, and he was adamant that he wanted to get out of here in 1 year, that he could do it. He had credits coming in from Mexico, and we transferred the credits, and I'm like, we can do it, but you're going to have to be a summer grad. He's like, okay, no problem. I want to do it. I'm going to get out of here. Well, then he comes to me at the end of last year and says, no, miss, I want to stay. I want to stay another year. I said, okay, we'll do that. So we fixed his schedule to do that. And then midway through, he takes his TSI and passes, right? Yay. Clap. Yes, clap. Good job. So therefore, I had to do a schedule change. And guess what class he picked to go into? Guess. Anybody? JROTC. And this is how he ended up here. So TSI completion, you guys recruited, everybody working together, and this is where he's at. I'm super excited. I'm super proud of him. He came all this way. He could have gone out of here last year. I'm glad that he stuck it through, and I'm super proud. Congratulations. Felicidades a usted. Les platiqué la historia que cuando él llegó, él quería salirse en un año. Y le dije, bueno, lo que tú quieras, tú puedes hacerlo. Bien inteligente, super smart. Y al fin del año pasado, antes que se terminara, me dijo, no, me quiero quedar otro año. So, se quedó el año, le cambió el horario y la clase que él escogió fue la clase del señor Cuevas. Y entonces aquí estamos. Lo demás es historia. Gracias por entregarnos a su hijo un ratito. ¿Usted quiere decir unas palabras? ¿Puede?
Puedo y no puedo. Buenas tardes. Bueno, voy a hablar en español porque no hablo inglés. Pues, ¿qué les puedo decir? Más que él... Que felicidades, ¿verdad?, por la decisión que él tomó y pues no hacemos más que apoyarlo en lo que él decida. Y muchas gracias a todos por el apoyo.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Sergeant Castro. I'm Future Soldier Villanueva's recruiter. Ever since I met him, he's a great applicant, gonna be a great soldier, but he's straightforward. He came to me, he said, I want medical field, I want to be a medic. And I was like, all right, you bring me your scores and I got you. We were able to get the job he wanted, and just everything about his demeanor, everything about him, it just speaks soldier, speaks greatness. The next step, he told me, he's like, yeah, how can I get promoted? I was like, I don't know, what, kind of go through the promotion steps. It's like, you're in JRTC. He's like, yeah. It's like, how many years? He's like, I just signed up. And I was like, school's almost over. You got like half a year, but we're gonna help him out. But it didn't matter to him. It didn't matter whether he had a month in JRTC or the whole year. He was determined. He has been since the day I met him, and I have no doubt you're going to succeed in the Army. So congratulations and welcome to the family.
First of all, thank you
for coming here. Thank you, JROTC. And these past few months, they have been special for you. I have like this amount of support, especially for people that I barely know. And the army, it's a big step. It's a big step. Or the Marines. I respect you, bro. I respect you. Yeah, I want to save lives. I don't care if it's in combat or just in the street. As long as I do it, I don't care what I do and what I have to do before that. And as I want to say, as long as I can, be part of this family. And I hope to see you two with the same uniform as me. Even if it's not, thank you for being my brothers.
Something I forgot to mention, as Sergeant Pedrosa says, we're less than 1% of the American population that enlist in the military or goes in the military. So welcome to that 1% there, Private. All right. And I encourage all of you, follow in his footsteps. Outstanding achievement. Officer wants to be a soldier, and I'm sure he'll do great things. With that, that concludes our ceremony. Please come forward and take pictures with Jesus. Oh. Stand back. Stand back. Go ahead. There's a signing ceremony too. All right.